I'm Mo, owner of Car Candy Inc. And we basically focus on classic car sales, accessories. We started off as E30 specialists, so we've successfully sold 134 E30s in the past 7 years. So I'm Mo, owner of Car Candy Inc. And we basically focus on classic car sales, accessories. We started off as E30 specialists, so we've successfully sold 134 E30s in the past 7 years. And we've supplied quite a bit of accessories, to all the E30 owners. We're also the founders of an event called BMW Festival. And there's a few other aspects to the business, classic car insurance, sourcing specific niche items for our clients. So for me, where it started, if I go back to the whole E30 thing, I started a page years ago. It's called BMWs E30 South Africa. And if you search it, that has about 183,000 people on there at the moment. And it's just passion, it's something I love. I literally posted a picture every day, and that page has grown into probably the biggest following out there. And it's always been a dream to run a business selling cars, selling accessories. And I lost my job 7 years ago, and I think it was the biggest blessing ever. I always say to people, God granted me what I really wanted, and I'm blessed. I'm living my dream. So my ex-wife and my current business partner in BMW Festival came up with that name, and I just really liked it. We went with it. And funny enough, you're mentioning candy. When I launched it, people asked me, are you selling sweets? What are you doing? And it was just a name we loved. We loved the logo with the colors. At some point I actually made Car Candying sweets, and I gave it to my clients, and they were amazed that they were getting an actual sweet with my brand on it. So I think with me supplying people accessories, before the actual business came up, I was gathering people, meeting, small meets, and it's something I consistently did. So it was there, and I realized that's what the people wanted. While I supplied him a boot spoiler, whatever he required, he needed a space, a safe space to get together with fellow friends, enthusiasts, BMW owners, and that's where I think that's where BMW Festival came in. But something closer to my heart is all my charity events, and those that follow me and have been buying from me over the years know how often we do the charity events. And that's what we really want people to come through, join us, spend the time. We support 2 charity organizations, and then the aim around that is to gather for a purpose. So it's not massive yet, where I'd love it to be. So it's really just the silver one, and I acquired a E36 M3 left-hand drive about a year ago. I've got the daily F30 320D. That's quite standard, and we're leaving it like that. And my goal is to just add on to silver vehicles, very specifics. I love silver. There's a story behind why I got this, and a vehicle that I lost years ago, which was silver, which I was quite emotional about. And when I got it back, when I got the opportunity to get this, hence why I've never sold it, I stuck onto this. The left-hand drive came, which was silver. I've owned a previous E12, which was silver, and I think it's just me. It's what I love. Bought stock standard, a 318 M40, and my goal was to actually, most of the guys go crazy for the 325 IS. I was always that 325, the 4-door kind of person. But I wanted the IS setup in here. So this car's got the full IS motor in it, and I stepped it up a bit more, something totally different. Those wheels right there are off the old school Ferraris. So that's an original Ferrari wheel, customized and made to fit perfectly on an E30. You can check our Instagram page, Car Candy Inc. SA. I actually push a lot of guys to my WhatsApp profile, because there's quite a big catalog that we have on there. We're just not E30 specialists. We help anyone from a BMW perspective. Depends what comes available. We've assisted, where we can, VW, a few Porsche guys. The aim, the long-term goal is to feed the VW and BMW community with quality old school accessories. So, challenges for me, I think like any business, from a car sale perspective and accessories, never guaranteed. I'll give you a fine example. If we go 2 months back, I need to sell at least 4 vehicles a month just to meet my expenses. I sold nothing, not 1 unit for that month. And it puts you under massive pressure. But I've learned in the past 7 years that you gotta adapt. That's what business is about. You have your good months, you have your bad months. You just take it, you learn from it, and you move forward. Go-to for, I would say in the past, and my daughter has a bit of part to play with that, but there's a lot of focus on Porsche recently. From her side, weird, and she's 9. So she always tells me, the other one, the M3 is hers, this as well. And she always says, if you sell that vehicle, you're buying me a Porsche. And I've been coming across a lot of these, all these Porsches out in the UK and they're bagged on the floor, old school, and yeah, that's the way I'd love to be. I think with regards to the car scene, people underestimate it. I've been lucky enough to attend the Gravity Motor Show in the UK, and I was questioned a lot by guys then when I came back, and we saw all those stunning videos, images. We don't compare. And I was, guys, you're actually wrong. No offense, but I looked at a lot of those vehicles in person, close up, and I saw quality workmanship coming from South Africa, which looked better, and I don't think the guys in South Africa give themselves credit. I do feel the one thing that lacks in South Africa is the politics. I think there's politics in everything, in every business, but I do feel that what I picked up there at Gravity, from your oak driving a Lambo to your average guy, everyone got along. There was no personal issues. There was nothing. And I think that's what the issue here is. There's too much comparison. There's hate. And I would actually say to all the guys, stop that. Just respect each other's vehicle, no matter what it is. And I think we have a stunning culture here. We just need to grow on it. I think from a car event perspective, it's open to anyone and everyone. Your simple car meet like this Saturday that we're hosting is merely just what we call a night run. It's something guys have loved over the years. So it's getting permission, and I think a lot of people forget. Get permission from the venues. Don't just go there. Request permission. Get your people in there. Keep them under control. No raving, spinning, things like that. And it's creating a space that the guys want, but respect those environments because we don't own it. So the smaller ones don't take a lot of effort. I got to search for the venue. I got to market it quite a bit. I got to control it on the day. The bigger ones like Beamer Festival goes into a 7-8 month preparation. There it goes into, applications with Metro and things like that. So there's a lot more involved. And funny enough, after every Beamer Festival, I'm like, I'm done. This is too much work, and when I stand and I look at those people and you see happy people enjoying these events, how could you stop? I think especially a lot of guys going through stuff, whether it's work, business, home, marriage, the works, don't really speak. In general, guys don't. I've picked up through the car events, guys come out, you meet new people, you get along a bit more with others. I noticed with me, I've been through a divorce where I've spoken to a few buddies, and at once I even just put up a post on Facebook and I said, guys, don't be shy, talk. So, how are you feeling? And I noticed a guy actually approached me at one of my meets, and he's like, I saw that post, I actually wanted to talk to you in person and I'm going through something and I just wanted some advice. And I think the main thing I'd like to say to guys is join the events and we're here to chat. You know, we just don't have to talk about vehicles. We can talk about life. We can, you know, just listening to the next guy. I actually, funny enough, you talking about it, want to launch something next year that is not car related. I want to launch some podcast that talks about this, that welcomes guys on and says, let's talk about life. We've assisted a lot of businesses. We've had a lot of businesses over the years that have approached us to resell. You know, where we can, we assist. From an accessory perspective, the margins are not that big and it becomes tough, but where we can, we assist. So just make contact with me. Car Candy Inc. SA, Instagram, check us out. Pop me a WhatsApp, you'll get my details off the page and let's chat where we can help. From getting involved, a guy like you, what you do, we welcome anyone and everyone to the events. You know, we create specifics. So there might be, we call it an old school meet. We have the night run where there's specifics there. At times when it's a BMW event, we obviously don't invite the rest of the guys, but we ask for everyone to join, especially the charity events. Come support it. We don't make money out of these things. It's purely put together to assist the foundations that are there on the day, and it gives back to them. So we welcome one and all to that.